That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy.
Did you know that in 2024, 15 years after his death, Michael Jackson still made more money than most living pop stars? That's right, the King of Pop is still one of the highest paid entertainers on Earth. In fact, his estate pulled in over $100 million last year alone. So the question is, how? How does someone who's been gone since 2009 keep cashing checks that rival Taylor Swift and Beyoncé? Today, we're peeling back the glittering layers of the Michael Jackson money machine, how it works, who runs it, and why it's showing no signs of slowing down. The secret engine. The short answer? Michael Jackson wasn't just a musician. He was a corporation, and that corporation didn't die with him. After his death, the Michael Jackson estate was formed to manage everything he left behind. Songs, royalties, image rights, merchandise, even holograms. But it didn't just preserve his legacy, it optimized it. The estate basically became a mini Disney. They treat Michael like intellectual property, a brand that needs strategy, licensing deals, and partnerships. And they've turned that brand into a revenue stream that pumps out tens of millions every single year. The main money streams. Let's break down the potential $3 billion legacy. Number 1. Music royalties. Every time Billie Jean, Beat It, or Thriller plays anywhere, money flows in. Spotify, YouTube, radio, TV ads, they all pay. His music catalogs pull in millions annually from streaming alone. And because the catalog is owned and managed with near-surgical precision, those royalties are constant, global, and compounding. Number 2, publishing rights. Now, this one's wild. Back in the 1980s, Michael made one of the smartest and most controversial business moves in music history. He bought the ATV catalog, which included most of the Beatles' songs. He later merged that with Sony's publishing arm, creating Sony/ATV. Even though the estate eventually sold its share for about $750 million, the deal left behind a publishing portfolio that still earns from his own songwriting. So yeah, Billie Jean still pays the bills. Number 3. Licensing and merch. From t-shirts to Funko Pops to Thriller Halloween deals, Michael's image is licensed across fashion, collectibles, and media. It's nostalgia you can buy, and it's big business. Number 4. Live experiences. Cirque du Soleil's Michael Jackson. One in Las Vegas, that show alone brings in millions each year. There's also the upcoming Michael Jackson biopic set for 2026, fully approved and co-produced by the estate. Every time that film sells a ticket or streams online, guess who gets a slice? Number 5. Real estate and investments. Even Neverland, now called Sycamore Valley Ranch, turned a profit after years of revaluation and licensing deals tied to its image. The people behind the money. None of this runs itself. The estate is managed by 2 powerhouse executors, John Branca, Michael's longtime lawyer, and John McClain, a veteran music executive. They've been steering this empire since day one of the estate's creation. Their strategy was simple but genius. First, clean up the chaos. When Michael died, his finances were a mess, over $500 million in debt. Then, rebuild his image, restructure the assets, and relaunch his brand. It worked. By 2016, all debts were cleared, and the estate had flipped from red to deep black, reportedly worth over $1.5 billion. How it still grows. So how does it keep growing? Because the estate thinks like a modern media company. They've embraced streaming instead of fighting it. They release anniversary editions, remastered albums, and curated playlists that reignite old fans and attract new ones. They license his songs to everything from TikTok trends to Nike commercials, and they're constantly refreshing his brand through film, fashion, and even gaming collabs. In short, they've turned nostalgia into a renewable resource. Even younger generations, kids born long after Thriller, are discovering him through short-form videos and streaming playlists. That keeps the algorithm spinning, which keeps the money flowing. To put this in perspective, Michael's estate made more money last year than Drake, Ed Sheeran, and The Weeknd combined. And he hasn't released a new album in over 15 years. The legacy deals. In 2022, Sony acquired a 50% stake in Michael's music catalog, a deal reportedly worth between $600 million and $800 million. It's one of the biggest music rights sales in history. That deal alone cemented his songs as blue-chip assets, the kind that only appreciates with time. Then came the MJ, the musical on Broadway, which keeps his name in pop culture headlines while quietly funneling royalties back home. The estate also partners with companies that can scale, not just sell. They license globally instead of doing one-off deals, creating a steady, diversified income instead of risky spikes. And here's the kicker: the estate's operating costs are low. No touring, no celebrity drama, no new marketing campaigns every few months. Just intellectual property, optimized by professionals who know the value of timeless content. The value of immortality. Most artists fade after death. Michael became more profitable. That's because fame ends, but licensing doesn't. When an artist dies, their expenses stop, but their copyrights don't. For Michael, that means a library of hits generating cash 24/7 across the globe. His death also sparked a massive nostalgia boom. Record sales quadrupled, documentaries reignited interest, and his fan base expanded beyond generations. It's the strange economics of immortality. For most people, time erases value. For Michael Jackson, time compounds it. Controversy versus commerce. Now, it hasn't been all smooth sailing. Every few years, controversy resurfaces, especially with documentaries like Leaving Neverland, but even negative publicity hasn't stopped the revenue. Streams often spike during these times, proving that curiosity and controversy can coexist with profit. The estate walks a fine line, defending his reputation while monetizing his art. So far, they've managed to do both. A money machine that won't stop. Here's the timeline. 2009, Michael dies in debt. 2010 to 2012, This Is It documentary earns $260 million. 2013 to 2016, Cirque du Soleil show launches, debts cleared. 2016 to 2022, estate earns over $2 billion cumulatively. 2024 to 2025, Sony deal plus upcoming biopic projected to push the total over $3 billion. The King of Pop didn't just leave behind hits, he left behind one of the most profitable estates in music history. In life, Michael Jackson redefined what it meant to be a superstar. In death, he redefined what it means to stay one. Because while most artists fade out with their final bow, Michael Jackson's empire is still on tour, collecting royalties, signing deals, and earning millions. Even now, he's proving what the world already knew. He was, and still is, the King of Pop. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to see more on your favorite celebrity. Comment what you'd like to see next.